All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my new stream. We are going to be playing a game called Strange Horticulture, which was gotten for me as a gift, and I adore this so much. Plants and puzzles and cats and just trying to puzzle out what each different plant is and what it does and all of that fun stuff. So we're going to start a new game, and we're just going to jump right into it. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is so much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. Alright. I've found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering Bew? Bew? We're going to call it Bew. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear from me. And this would be Hellebore. She purrs! I love that she purrs. Okay. Okay, I can use the magnifying glass, or I can press shift and it's even bigger. Okay, we're gonna put that back in there for now. A rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Drag a plant here to take a closer look at it. The will to explore. And then I've got all the stuff over here on the side. Come to the library in Ambleside. Okay, well, here is where we are. And there's Ambleside. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today, she's grinning ear to ear and she can't wait to show me what she's found. Gilded dendra and wandering boo, which is what she wrote about. I have neither the time nor the inclination. You can water your plants using the watering can to earn will to explore. Oh, you just hover over it. Okay. does this say? Dangerous plant. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. In the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Okay. Backbarrow, hills to the northeast. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. Good thing, too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloud of unwelcome shade. New plant acquired. Alright. Put these in the archive because they're checkmarked. They're done, right? This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. W.V. Who is Wilfred Voynich. Voynich? We're going to pronounce that Voynich. Alright, this is a long... Let's try to condense our plants here. Okay. Okay, you are a letter. We'll put you there then. Okay, nothing too far over. Alright, now that we are a little bit more clustered together, I suppose we should hit this and start. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past the shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. St. John's Poppy. St. John's Poppy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's Poppy are bright red with a yellow center. I'm gonna say this one. Flowers are red with a sweet scent. Okay. Because this is the only one that has a yellow center. Well, those have yellow centers too. But don't quite look like this, because, you know, even though it says that the images are not meant to, I feel like at least the images can help. And the other ones were 4, so we'll use this one. Plant identified. I got a new book entry. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. frightened you with that bell. I'm sorry. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants, though, eh? Got a letter for you. Oof. Excuse me. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, Gosforth, the woods south of Gosforth, on the northeast corner of the wood. Where is Gosforth? Gosforth, woods south, northeast, is that what I said? Northeast corner of town. Of the forest, which would be this. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. New plant. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Backbarrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I have brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Lemon dandy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. So you're like a fluffy looking thing. With curled leaves. This? The smell is faintly off-putting but not overpowering. I mean, it looks like this, and it's got curled leaves. Sure. It's not what I would imagine something called lemon dandy to look, though. And he said this was Fennet. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing. Stop talking. It seemed to be laughing. but not the joyous laughter of a child, but a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest camphor. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Ah. It's pungent but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow and the leaves are waxy. I assume this is you. Butterdale. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering boo? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you've got it. Wandering boo. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingersbane. Oh, it's a fungus, so mushrooms. Here, mushroom. It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. Undersides are somewhat sharp. Gills on the underside, quite hard and sharp. Okay. Do we have any other... What are you? Has a scent that scratches the back of my throat. Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. I think it's this one. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. And day. Okay, I feel like let's look at everything here. Scent the scratches at the back of my throat. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. It smells of nothing that I can detect. The flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. Lemon dandy. The leaves are coarse to the touch. The flowers are soft purple with a sweet scent. Cream-colored flowers. They smell wonderful. Purple flowers have a light, buttery scent. Flowers smell buttery to some people. Okay, so this is Butterdale. Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Smooth, waxy leaves. red fruits, long flat leaves. It has a sweet scent, like strawberry dipped in honey. Small red berries. Small leaves, delicate flowers. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. Alright, Bishop's Parasol, a mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. The gills on the underside of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pains. We have Butterdale. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Farmer's Worry. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities, only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. Forest camphor we know. Fox button. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. The thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. So like this one. And this one. And this one. Gandy root. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Rough leaves can be an irritant. Isn't there one that says something about coarse leaves? You have that sort of bell shape, the stamen. Sweet smelling dark flower. The leaves are coarse to the touch. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll make that a different color. Okay, gilded dendra. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Harlequin blue. When the blue bushy flowerheads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus that assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Blue flowers, light airy scent. Maybe? Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. I mean, it looks similar. Lemon dandy we have, Mary's breath. The wide waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. Smooth, waxy leaves. Veined leaves have a waxy finish. You don't look like you're very veined, though, which this does. Maybe? Mellow glow. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. The mellow glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. So, this way? Wren. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. Although it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have not. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. I don't know. We have these two. Winter boar. Also known as blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers. Winter boar is a hardy plant often found growing in extreme cold environments. The rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. I don't really have anything that's like a blue-gray color. This maybe? But you have no flowers. Alright, we're gonna end this day. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find, a book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Row H, the third river. Row H, the third river. 1, 2, 3. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. And we have a new plant. Okay, what are you? The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. My fingers ache from handling this plant. There's one that said not to touch it. Excuse me. Gilded dendra. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. And that's pretty close to the... I'm pretty sure this is this. Isidore Burbage, bring me a sample of Apis demissus, and be quick about it, that damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Apis demissus. The hell is that? Apis demissus. Aid digestive troubles. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Rough leaves can be an irritant. Gandy root. Oof, things are moved around, and I have a lot of stuff over here. Gilded dendra. Oh no, Gandy root. I'm looking at Gandy root. Summerberry's breath. Lemon dandy. Gandy root. That is correct. Meek dew. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets. Florets? I'm not sure. Make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. A 4-piece. Hey Ryan, how are you? The stream is going alright. A little quiet tonight, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying this game very much, so thank you. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. And let's get you a shout out. Anybody who is watching and maybe lurking, please go and check out Fallen Ryan, because he is an amazing, amazing streamer. And he is also the reason that I have this game. Hardly, Ryan, hardly, but thank you. Oh, can you hear this? Listen, if you touch the cat, she purrs. David Schaefer. Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. There's an old slate mine at Hardknot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Mine at Hardknot. Where is hard knot? Hard knot. An iron gate rusted by years of abandonment sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. Heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Okay, heart shape, heart shape. This one? Maybe? Okay, that is clavilium then. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. I have 3 plants. And a new Aguria. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. Add that to the book. Gonna work on some guitar stuff for a few 100% beginners. Okay, not a problem. You have fun with that. I appreciate the lurk. New plants. New mushrooms. Lots of mushrooms. Okay. Viscous white liquid can be seen oozing from its underside. It seems to give off a small amount of light. It smells rotten. I had another, this one. Mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. This is a cool game. I'm enjoying it very much so. Seems to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. Gills on the underside seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as treatment for stomach pains. Viscous white liquid. I think that's what this is. Purple because I'm not 100% sure. Okay, this can come up here because I have that. Reuben Ward. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. Thank you for the bits, and thank you. I appreciate that. I was thrilled when I realized I had 100. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Fox button. Offering a fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Thick, shiny leaves. You are stiff leaves. Smells of nothing I can detect. I mean, your color is very light. You seem about the same thickness. I mean, you're rounder. These are kind of rounder than this. Yeah, because these come to a point where these don't. Those are pointed as well. Small leaves. Any others like that? Okay, these are the rounded ones, so we're going to try that. Nice. Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a drop made from using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Okay. Victoria Gray. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin Blue. Harlequin Blue. You are puffy. Very floofy. Blue flowers like airy scent. Well, let's try you. And now we have an entry for Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the Shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Okay, Mary's breath. I think it's this one. Beautiful. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore, across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. We failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. A mile from the lake shore, across from Torver. Grisdale Forest is right here. Torver, a mile from the lake shore. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor, and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asks my escort. I set to work. Looking for Wren. Long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have not. Okay. It has no flowers. Nothing about smell. Long leaves. This one? Has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Oh, that's rather unpleasant. And I did inherit the shop from my uncle who died. So we'll try this one. Beautiful. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Okay, that 100% has to be this. Smells faintly of wood smoke, feels like rough glass paper. I'm not even waiting for confirmation on this one. I am saying that is what this is. Okay. I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Oh, that looks familiar. I don't remember what it was called, though. No. It had those tube-like little... Has a pleasing scent, the leaves of stiff ribs. It's these little... That's what looks familiar. It was the drawing. Shimmerlung. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Stiff ribs. Pleasing scent. If I could type. Okay, you are done, so we can archive you. Next person, please. Isidore Burbage. I'm this close to reporting you, Halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Butterdale or Meek Dew? Butterdale, I think I had already figured out. Often found in growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. Okay, and Meek Dew. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Oh, so I have the option of fixing it and healing him, or making it worse. I wonder. Bios. I do have a bio on him. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. So he's a rich asshole, basically, who wants to get his own way. He's threatening to tear down my shop, and I can either make it right or I can make it worse. Making it worse would serve him right. Making it right would keep my shop. I don't know. Anybody here have any thoughts? I don't know. Should I give him what's coming to him, or should I fix it? Butterdale or Meekdew? Okay, this is the Butterdale. I don't know what Meekdew is. Okay, made up of a bunch of smaller flowers. It's not this. And it can't be this, because I already have that. So this one? Beautiful flowers made of many smaller. Oh yeah, those petals are the shape of that. I think that might be it. You know what? Let's see what happens if I make it worse for him. Is this the Meekdew? It is. Excuse me. Okay, Storian. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows the triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. Dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances. Red fruits, long flat leaves. And this, I think, is the one that I got from this. Dangerous plant, grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. I think this is this. But I'm not 100%, so we'll make it purple. End the day. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. North of Hawks, I can read this better later, because I can actually zoom in on it. Okay, north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rusland, and south of Crinkle Crags. Kitty. Okay, north of Hawkshead. is. Okay, north of Hawkshead. Okay, north and south should narrow it some. South of Crinkle Crags. Crinkle Crags. Okay, so it has to be on line E. East of Lowick. Lowick. West of Rusland. E17. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. And I get 2 new plants. Okay, what do we got? Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems. Dark blue flowers. Smells like sweet rhubarb. Okay. Neither of those bring anything to mind that I've read. Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of what's it, something or other. I'm no green-eyed dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Lady of Summer? Lady of Summer. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Leaves curl to life. Oh, curl. This one. Yes. Awesome. Fennel. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. But the dude brought me fennel, so I know that that's what this is. Leaves are quite soft, yes. Okay, and Lady of Summer, we know for sure you can go yellow. David Schaefer, mail's here. They're saying the Arda's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. There was... Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a drop made using the leaves of the Brimlock plant. It's a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, so it doesn't have flowers now, waxy and tough leaves. Smooth and waxy leaves. Maybe this one? I don't see any others that aren't already labeled that don't have flowers, and it's not a mushroom. Oh wait, what is this? Small red berries. Doesn't say anything about berries either, though. Leaves are waxy and tough. This one at least mentions the leaves. Great Gable. Great Gable. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain, unless... It is Brimlock. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. Sunset Mount Cap. The Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking Mount Cap, as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. And I have a new plant. And this is done, so I can archive that. Okay, first things first. Sunset Mount Cap. That should be this one. Sunset Mount Cap. And I am 100% sure that is what it is, because look at all the bugs around it, and it smells strongly of soured milk. Bad enough to make my eyes water. That deserves the name Stinking. And then the other thing I found, this one. Gray blue flowers with an orange center. Gray blue flowers. Oh, there was one about that. Winter boar. It's often found growing in extreme cold environments. Make an effective insect repellent. Alright. Let's start getting people in here. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. It looks like mushrooms. Okay, you know what? Pink. Cursed. That's the only clue I have to it. Oops, wrong button. All right, next person then. I have quite a bit of plants compared to when I started, and I'm only on the 3rd day. Simone Green. Hellebore. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. Purr, purr, purr. I hope you had hasn't been nibbling the plants again, I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Here, take this. Common trouse. Despite being described as common, the trouse can in fact be quite tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. So red pike is a mountain. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. That makes sense. She's a librarian. Oops. Didn't mean to close you. Hitting the wrong buttons all over the place. Okay, red pike. Where is red pike? She's gonna be in Sedberg. Tarn Craig. Fairfield Peak. Rydal Cane. Dungeon Gill. Jack's Rake. Red pike. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. Okay. I know this is common trouse, because that's exactly where it was said it would be. Alright, next. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know that I'm capable of that sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. I like you, lady. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to encourage this sort of behavior. Needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmerlung? Oh, that's the curly one. This one. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Red flower, long, thin stems, tall leaves. These are berries, right? Yeah, those are berries. Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems. I think that's this one. I am pretty sure that one is accurate. Next person, Irving Harris. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's bright red though. Oh, St. John's Poppy, I think, was what the one lady had gotten. Greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. Yes, it's this one. Identified that plant. cat and end the day. Torn with an X on it. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Day 4, Monday. Open this up. You really do wander, because you were over here the other day. Alright. Let me see this card. Just a little X on it. Oh, here we go. Don't you fit perfectly there? Which puts you at N. And 6. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds. A reset. 2 plants. Poofies and stripes, I guess. Let's put the map away. Soft pale blue flowers. A rather unpleasant scent. Light blue flowers like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool. Pretty sure that's what this is. Aguria. Not 100%, because there are some that look very similar to each other, like this one and this one. Nothing else to get. Reuben Ward. Welcome back, sir. The fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Swindon Stone Circle, and apparently the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. Fennett. Witch fig. A plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. Okay. Next person, please. Mail time. Hello, Mr. Mailman. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Kind regards, Verona Green. Just northeast of Rustland. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm boughs. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow glow. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, that is not mellow glow. Okay. Why did I think that was mellow glow? The most remarkable is that it can allow a person sharp thorns that protect it from predators. Okay, this doesn't talk anything about the thorns. You just see them on there. Sharp thorn. Okay, so is it this then? Yes, it is that. Okay. Caballia, a rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. New plant! Well, you're interesting looking. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. Six leaves. You have 5. You look like you have 5. Mushroom, mushroom. Fruits. You're 5. 5. 4. You're 6. It's got those stamens in it. Flowers are soft purple with a sweet scent. I mean, this is the only one that makes sense, but again, not 100% sure. Open up the archive. You can go here. Faye Swift. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, and I do not know why. And behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss but I'm afraid. Okay, I can give her Aguria or Candlewood. Aguria strengthens the clarity of visions and prophecies. Candlewood protects against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Should I give her a protection? Or clarity? And I don't have either of them for sure. I am more confident about this one than I am this one. And the Candlewood is the protection one. Okay, we'll give her protection. Worryless. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. It just has very long leaves, it looks like. Okay, that one's named. Never mind. Yeah, not you, not you. Hi, Vic. How are you? Worryless. Smell of flowers is head, but this is fruit, not flowers. Just got home, gonna have some chicken sandwiches and fries. Chicken sandwiches and fries sound awesome. I had pizza. Oh, Vic, you'll appreciate this. See this kitty cat right here? Who watches my little hand icon as I move it around the mouse? This is Hellebore. And you can pet Hellebore. And listen, she purrs. Oh, hold on a second. I have a phone call coming in. I will be right back, folks. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. What was I doing? Thank you. Appreciate the welcome back. Oh yeah, trying to figure out what worryless is. There are so many plants. It has long leaves here. Flowers help ease symptoms of anxiety. So, what else has... This one? Smells like sweet rhubarb. Maybe? Those aren't quite individual leaves, though. Has a sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. I mean, sweet scents would be very helpful for easing anxiety. At least I think they are. It's sort of why people light candles and stuff. Small red berries. But it's got flowers, so it can't be that. Cream-colored flowers. They smell wonderful. And it's got the kind of that vein or whatever in the middle of it. We're gonna tentatively mark this one. Alright. Let's keep going. Who else we got? Margaret Elsbeth. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm not the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Sizerg. Sure. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. Okay. You are cordially invited to Sizerg Castle. Lord and Lady Elsbeth. Okay. Sizerg Castle. Welcome back from the ads. Here we go, Sizerg Castle. I was invited to the castle because she has some stuff that might be of interest to a horticulturist such as myself. Okay, I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize, but before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elsbeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Okay, all kinds of stuff. Fever Kiss. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. The leaves are pale in color. Okay, and we can archive this. red berries. I'm pretty sure is this. Like, I am 100% sure it's that. Okay, what else do I got? I got this one. Small yellow berries. These are very similar looking. Different colors, but otherwise very similar looking. The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Okay. Wasn't there something... Ugh, I'm gonna have to flip through the whole thing, aren't I? This is the downside of this game, is I remember something saying that there was something similar to the leaves of something else, but I don't remember what it was called that said that. Okay, not that. Wrong kind of leaves. Fever Kisses, this one. Got those. That's good. Gilded Dendra. Wrong kind of leaves. Gray Sandfire is this one. I guarantee you it's this one. Got those. Got those. Got those. Got those. Dorian, I think I have as a potential somewhere. Sunset, Mountcap, Wandering Blue, Winterpore. Here we go. It has similar leaves to the Fever Kiss plant, which it is often confused with. Labels go. I think this is right. Oops. So I have this set to auto label, so when I know for a fact something is correct, it auto labels in yellow if it isn't already labeled. And if I am 100% certain that this plant is this particular thing that it says in the book, I yellow label it. If I'm not 100% certain, I'm putting it in purple. And pink is if somebody like gives it to me and they just make a comment about it, and I don't really have anything else to go on what it could be from the book or from what it says. I mean, yeah. Kitty. Francis Aberton. I'm looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. It helps with my heartburn. Yellow flowers. Candy root. Candy root. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Rough leaves can be an irritant. Yes, it's this one. Okay, next person. Selena Scott. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking Mountcap. Now, stinking Mountcap is the same as the sunset, right? Yeah, stinking Mountcap. So where is my stinky one? There you are, all of the bugs around you. Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. The outer layer hardens and turns blue-green. It is ready to harvest. Fruits and blue-green bulb. What was that? That was this one? Henchuk? Yes. Okay. Big bulb at the base, blue-green. This one? The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. Orange fruits. Okay, yeah, this. Okay, I don't have anything else I can do today, so pet the kitty. End day 4. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everheart grows. Day 5, Tuesday. Okay. Food is always a good thing. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. Okay. There's this castle to the northwest, the southeast. I don't see any abbey. Oh, abbey. To the northwest is a castle. She lives alone in the castle. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east. 1, 2, 3. Where the Everheart grows. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. New plant. Okay, but this is called Everheart. I don't know if that is its proper name, so we will put that in pink. Pink flowers. That is the... I can tell that, thank you. Faye Swift. I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Now I'm wondering if you have some worry list to keep my over-anxious thoughts at bay. Yes. Yes, I do. This one. I believe. Yes. Hop heart. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Let's make you yellow, because I know 100% that's what you are. Hop heart was what I just got. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. firm leaves leading to blue flowers. I think that's this one. Okay, next person. Simone Green. My librarian person is back. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. He said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west. At least, I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Common Trous. Yes, I did. This one. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the river Winster. Okay, Sedberg. Headed west. River Winster. The hermit's camp is easy to find, nestled between 2 boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down to right 3. Okay. Oh, good, I can keep going. Down to right 3. And this is where I was. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, ho ho, ho ho, the man says. You must take this. Take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking-glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ho ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho ho, no use. Don't forget the red. Ho ho, Abony. I am sure that he is quite mad. Okay, let's get rid of you. It is said that the red Abony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Red Abony. I have no idea what that even is. You are checkmarked. Okay, well, I guess that gets to wait then. Next person. Conrad Stanway. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Cabalia, like a rare huntsman with their Dranthium-covered tombs. Cabalia. Six with the... Oh, that is this one. Yes? Beautiful. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain for several days after. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it loath after a long-dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. Okay, well... You are for sure now, so you get to be yellow. Oh, hello. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Didn't I just label something as hop heart? Fern flowers, stamen with 4. That is this one. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant. Oh, that is, okay, first off, you for sure are that, and yes. This, crap, what was it called? This one. Copper Caledonian. I am certain that is what that is. I'm gonna have to organize this sooner or later. This is gonna drive me crazy. Verona Green. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Ha! He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity has got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Always comes in useful. Witch fig. Plant many uses. Looks like it's got berries, like the fever kiss. Okay, that is this one. And Jacobsworth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of Jacobsworth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Jacobsworth. Okay, first things first. You are yellow, so you are good. Now, you... No. 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 The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. But the leaves do seem to match, so I'm fairly certain. Jacobsworth. Isidore Burbage. I am on my way to the mayor's office to file an official quest that your business license be revoked. You will practice your witchcraft on the residents of Undermere no longer. Well, do you have anything to say for yourself? Ooh, okay. Storian or Henchuk. Okay, so this guy is a rich asshole who thinks that he is, can get his way with everything. And he asked me for a specific plant that I gave him. But the problem with that plant is that you can only consume, I think it was the petals and not the leaves, or the other way around. And the other would cause irritation. So he came back threatening to shut me down, and I had the option to give him something that would heal it or something that would cause more skin irritation. I chose to give him what he deserves. So, what are my options now? Henchuck and Storian. Henchuck. Startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts has been known to cause severe amnesia. I can make him forget everything. Or Storian. Dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Should I kill him? Make him insane, potentially kill him? Let's face it, it'll probably kill him. Or should I make him forget? What do you think? Kill him! Oh, Vic, you're vicious. Okay, Storian. Red fruits. Okay. Extreme consequences. Murder Burbage just got an achievement. Royal Gensha, sometimes called Everheart. The pink flowers of the Royal Gensha are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of the Royal Gensha. Okay, so first off, you are 100% Storian. And second off, you are actually called Royal Gensha. And I am 100% sure of that. No doubts whatsoever. Alright. On to the next day. I am really going to have to organize these. This is going to drive me crazy. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Okay, let's find this. Old man Coniston. Coniston Water. The old man. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. The fork. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Oh, those are pretty. Light purple flowers. The smell is alluring. Dark purple flowers. Thank you very much. I can see that without the closer inspection. This name is driving me crazy, Voynich. I know something about that name. Hold on just a sec, I just got a message from work. So I have purple flowers, which is so helpful. I don't... no, because neither of them are thorny. Winter boar. I don't think I have anything for those purple flowers, because I'm pretty sure most of this is already labeled up here. So, kitty, let's go. Malcolm Hodges, good morning. I'm looking into the disappearance of Isidore Burbage. Oops. Maybe this time he went too far. I could count on one hand the list of people who don't hate his guts. Got a witness says he came in here yesterday evening. You don't mind if I take a look around? Sure, go ahead and look. He left. He didn't stay. I promise. Insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away, and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Okay. Let's see where that takes us. Drawn me a map. This is water. Oh, this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this dotted line has to be this. It seems... Welcome back from the ads, everybody. I think it's this one. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Blue winter. Winter, 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 winter. Winter boar. Blue-gray flowers. Yeah, he's just looking around. And since I don't believe the guy stayed and took it, I think he left and took it, but I don't know for sure. So, I guess we'll find out. Dranthium. I will look at that in a second. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it is hard to see. At length I come across what I came for and hurry away. Dranthium, a plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Dranthium as Green Eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Get my new plant. Another prickly one. Those thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them, so this is very much about the thorns. Start at the beginning. There was one that was really particular about thorns. Oh, wait. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days. Okay, I think that's this. Okay, you are done. Archive you. Hi, Constable. Well, I couldn't find anything, but do let me know if you remember anything unusual. Of course, sir. If I know that anything unusual happens, I will let you know. Bethany Coleman. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her and her sister Charlotte. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. Jacob's Worth. Oh, the funny leaves. That was this one. Solomon's Scepter. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Okay, I have too many labels I need to organize. Why is this one all the way over here by itself? Okay, I guess I'll organize alphabetically, so at least I can find what I'm looking for. L-R-M H Lady Lemon, Harlequin, Henshock, Wandering Boo. Here, I don't have anything for you guys yet. Cabelia, Worryless, Ray, there we go. Butterdale, St. John's, RS, Cabelia, Clavilium, Candy Root, Ray, yes. You can come up here, Bishops, you come up here, Common, Guria. Sorry, I'm having so much trouble with just trying to find anything. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Hop Heart. Grimlock. Okay. You up here. Oof. Worryless. Bennett. Nope. There we go. Elia, CO, CL. Yeah, it'll be a lot easier too. Oh my god, I have so many names already. Worryless Witch Fig. Okay, we're gonna move these up here so I stop trying to figure out where I'm at. Okay. Sunset. R. St. John's Sunset. Storian. Winter Boar. Winter Witch. Winter. Candlewood. Perfect. Forest. Fox Forest. Beaver Forest. There we go. Meekdew. Merry, Meek, Mellow, Eyebright. Okay. H, that's an H. You're also an H. There we go. Shimmerlon, S. In between these two. Okay, that helps. Because at least they're alphabetical. And then I have all of these. And I've noticed when I get new things, they show up in the middle of my screen on the bottom shelf. So we're going to move all of these. I'm not sure what they are. Over here. So I can hope. Keep shifting everything over. There we go. All right. Next person, please. Arthur Cook. It's my wife's birthday, and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way. And oh, the flower is more like lots of little flowers. Has a bulb to it. Lots of little flowers. This one? Bulb, lots of little flowers, pungent but not unpleasant. Woo! Next person. Ennis Aylford. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendrew. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the Dendrew. What do you think? Should I go and let them count on me, or should I ignore it? I have no idea what the dendro is. No clue. Here, hold on a second. A man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but it is rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendro. Probably shouldn't ignore it. Okay. So, the church in Sadgill. Alright, where is Sadgill? Where the hell? Oh, there it is. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. Okay, St. John's Poppy. See, it's so much faster for me to find things now. Okay, we left it there. And that is done. Okay, who else I got? Verona Green again. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the Stone Circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Maiden's Sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend its name. Okay, hold on a sec. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. It doesn't say anything about the smell in here, though, does it? Also doesn't say whether or not these leaves are soft. But thorns along the stem, and this does rather look like that flower. We are going to tentatively label this. And hope I'm right. Mary, Maiden, Lemon, right here. Next. I keep scaring the cat when I hit the bell. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I have been sifting through her possessions and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal Gensha. One of the few known ways to release the bind of Swift Snare. Okay. Elder Finium. The petals of this flower can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendra's miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent similar to that of Solomon's scepter. I don't have anything that spiky looking though. Elderfinium. Maybe? Rather unpleasant scent. No, I don't think it's that. Light purple flowers. Intoxicating scent though. Similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Solomon's scepter. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Okay. I think that's right. Okay, this is our HST should go in between those. Alright, ending this day. "5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace in the midday sun." Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Day 7. It's only been 7 days. Okay, 5 miles south of the tallest but one. Tallest but one, so second tallest. Oh god. 826, 692, 978, 899, 873, 902. 803, 600, 573, 215, mountains, nothing, 551, okay, 970, I think it's this one, and it said 5 miles south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. You are really weird looking. What the hell is that? A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. Yeah, no crap. Like a victory bell. And wood. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet is an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I wake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? That's the plant that I just figured out. This one. Yes. Cool. Long veracund. Sometimes called witch's remedy, long veracund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Okay, so first things first, you are certain. I don't have anything else with paired leaves, so I don't have that yet. I have mail! I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. Kentmere Eye. Well, there's a Kentmere. I don't know what the eye is. I descend into a valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I pass the Brock Stone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire among the headstones and tombs, but sadly, nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Okay, I have no idea. We're going to put you there for now. Next. Hello, Verona. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Didn't I tentatively name a maiden sorrow? J. Right here. Yay! Red Ebony. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. Red Ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Oops, I didn't mean to click it. Let me change you yellow before I forget. Red Ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. Large flower with this weird thing. I'd be willing to bet ya it's this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. Which, wait a minute. This said that Red Ebony plant. Okay. Hey! Okay, R. Ren Fennet. Right here. It works! Look, it even says it works in it. Including buried treasure and secret writings. Wrong way. Go back. Is there anything on the page about the Red Ebony? No. I wonder. Buried treasure, right? That's what it said. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I knew those were there. I didn't know they glowed. great oak. Tomb of the Hunter. Elder Finium grows here. Okay, looks like we are going to a couple of places. 30, Q30. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. Elder Finium. Where are my labels? Elder Finium. Did I spell that right? Elder Finium. Yes, and then you are an E. Eyebright, common. Okay. Where did I put? There it is. Okay, oak tree or hunter? What do you think? Should we go to the oak tree or to the hunter? And welcome back from the ads. Oak tree. Okay. N9. A huge tree stands before me, impossibly tall and wide, bigger than I could have imagined any living thing might be. Its upper branches graze the sky. Okay, I got nothing out of that. Here's the benefit of having everything in a line. Woo! 14. 1, 2 down. The memorial bears the name Swaif Pryor. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Dreher. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. New plant acquired. Purple flowers, long thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. Okay, what did they call it? They were saying Dranthinium? Long, sharp leaves. So I'm pretty sure these are the same things. Especially since it was like on the tomb of one of the people that take this all the time. So I feel comfortable saying that this is actually what it is. Alright, hi! Reuben Ward. Looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Comb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Oops, can't think of anywhere else around here where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Black Comb. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Plant identified. Wild coal. Purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Okay. I don't have anything with berries on it right now. Yeah, that's just flowers. But eyebright is confirmed. Next. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. Embersoul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. I don't have anything with that many petals. So, I guess we're going to end the day. I have some things that I don't know what to do with yet. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Day 8, Friday. A lot seems to be happening in 8 days. Okay, Lowick to Ilgill Head, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Okay, this is Crinkle Crags. And here's Foxfield. Ilgill Head. It's an X, it's gotta cross. Lowick, yep, it crosses the line. Alright, because I can't imagine a straight line to save my life. There, and that. I think it's this one. I hope. Cool. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study, one for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before, two for joy. Yay, new plants! guys can go up. Thank you. The flowers have a delicate scent, purple turning pink at the ends. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. You're so helpful. Lots of purple plants I'm okay with. I know purple's your favorite color. There's enough green in here because of all the leaves. I'm happy. But so much purple, and I don't know. And I still don't think I have anything. Okay, next person. We're just going to go to the next person. Ennis Aylford, you were wise to pledge your support to the Seeds of Redemption. Together we are stronger. Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. Dude, you are batshit crazy. We will be in touch soon. Praise the Dendru. Crazy! And now we got the other crazy one. My mind is clouded, dark. I see it and it sees me, all of me. Elder Finium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. Okay, Elder Finium. This one. Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sure. I didn't mean to click that. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. Okay. Next person. Grace Enright. My mum was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light. That's a plant, right? I'm not sure what Long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? Anyway, I thought you should have it, just in case. She loved the shop. Start at Long Meg. I don't see anything called Long Meg. I guess we wait on that. And wood. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. Long Veracund. I have that. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Veracund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs among the stem. Oh, I did get one that has pairs. Okay, is this it? Cool. I'm so glad that I get things just in time to help people. Lady Lemon Maidens. I can feel it working. Thank you. Caldery. Uses of cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress, Arduina, place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. I don't think I have that yet. Amos Duncan. Oh, you've been writing letters to me. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long, I started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days, though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. I almost threw them away, but I thought the symbols on them might mean something to you. Oh! Hold on. I can put this in here, right? This. What order? They're like puzzle pieces. Let's move you to the middle so I don't run out of room here. You've got this sort of... Trimblehuff. The trimblehuff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. Cross-section of the small cup-like flowers, they generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and allow easy access for pollinating insects. Devil's Nightcap. This plant is known colloquially as corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. Sure. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge, and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology, Blackhall Road, Kendall. Gosforth with the tree. Okay. Sure. We need to look at some maps. First, I have Kendall. I know I saw Kendall somewhere. Kentmere and more. Kendall. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter. Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion recovering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. Turns out, Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper Caledonian. That is this. Ooh, I get 3 plants out of this. Okay then. Up we go. I will look at those in a minute. Guess I'll look at them now. An overpowering, sickly sweet scent. Has a distinctive smell that reminds me of old books. Musty. Purple flowers, long leaves. Okay. There's another purple flower for you, Vic. Okay, time to water stuff. Quite enough. Oh, but it looks like we are okay. Okay. This disc that I just read about. Oh my god, I have so much stuff. This. Kentmere Eye. I'm assuming it's this. Yes, there is an eye on here. So... Kentmere. Go to the eye. This one. From Kentmere, I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendal. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth is a type of flower flourishing. Okay. Small, thin leaves and small purple-red berries. Purple berry. Okay, hold on a second. I need to clear some stuff up here. You are done. You are done. You can go away. I know what this is. We're good. You can stay here. This is the code for this. We'll go ahead and put you in here in order. This has found everything. So that's done. Okay. Let me get out my book. There was something about purple berries. Trimblehuff. Bell cup-like flowers. Okay, that's not it. Wild coal. I believe with purple red berries, because purple berries, I think this is wild coal. Winter. This thing really does wander. Look at it. It's so out of order. It's up in the G's. And I didn't move it there. Wandering Boo. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark, it has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. Alright, can we close? Yes, we can close this because it's kind of in the way. Okay, I don't... Overpowering and sickly sweet scent.
Guria, Bishop's Parasol. Butterdale is this. Caldery. Oops. I don't have a flower that looks like that. Grows from a thin stem with small leaves. I don't know that I have any of this yet. The pages for like these. So, next person. My librarian friend is back. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I found it while clearing out the nook off the east wing. Balak's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants. Is that what the plants have to look like? Okay, we will do that later, because I don't think I can do that yet. End day. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Day 9. Actually, let's just go wandering. This. Into Bay, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Oh. Into Bay, a noble north, east, south, south, west, south, south. I find myself on a patch of moorland surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather. And there, another one. 2 new flowers. Let's go up, please. Flowers are deep blue, quite beautiful, really. Has a pleasant, fresh aroma. This one kind of looks like this, doesn't it? Grows from a thin stem with small leaves. I would say that's a thin stem and small leaves. Candle, Caldery, Clavium. There we go. Okay. No idea what any of these are yet. Still. Welcome back, my librarian friend. Long Meg. Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some Fever Kiss, that is. I can do that. Mountain Astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. This large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Cup-like flowers. Smells of old books, musty. Mountain Aster. Astory. Mary. Why are you all the way over here? Gilded. Gray. Okay. Merry, mellow, meek. You go there. Alright. Next person. Mail time. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There are all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. Beckfoot Candle. Beckfoot. Where's Beckfoot? There it is. Candle. The candle leads me east of Westwater. To the north of the mighty Scafell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. Ooh, spiky things. Spiky was... No. Here we go. Here we go. This has got to be you. Larkspur. Wrong thing. Lark shine. Lady lemon. Welcome back from the ads. Welcome back, dude. I have been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. The old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name, except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it. But I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. I need more. Long raccoon. E, C, D, Dranthium. Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the palliance is in a class of its own, sometimes called sweet breath, thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. Many short leaves in this plant is thought to help filter the toxins from the surrounding air. Palliance. Fresh. Fresh. That would be you. Fennet. Mountain. Welcome back, friend. I crept around the black comb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell I found a shallow pit full of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. Oops. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat I heard a terrible noise, like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask watching me, and beside her something dark, inhuman, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting
admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I'll need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You'd have been out drinking too if you'd seen what I did. Woo! Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Norwood. Norwood, Norwood, Norwood. Okay, where are my... Ah! Hello, Norwood. Thank you for making that easy. Okay. Alright, next. Who are you? Michael Bennett. My neighbor has a foul-smelling mushroom that she says can ward off evil spirits. It's a horrible little thing that attracts flies, but I'd rather do that than sit and do nothing. There's something very strange in the woods. Sunset Mount Cap is the stinky one. Right? Deter unwanted souls and spirits. Hello, Verona. Poor Reuben, he looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died and never did quite give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here, and with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra. That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary, a little light reading for you. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest again. The sisterhood will know more. Okay. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread, but the most common name for it in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, and there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black digitatus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Digitatus mortis. Northeast of Tibet. Northeast. Wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching out from the grave. Oh, that's pleasant looking. I don't know what it's actually called, though. So, Digitatus mortalis. Us? Is. I don't know. I get the idea. I guess we're gonna end the day. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. Day 10, Sunday. I have a blank card. I wonder. A secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. Foxfield. 1, 2. Three ravens circle above, their caws and croaks cleaving the silence. An omen. I take what I came for and leave. New plant acquired. You can come up here. You go away. You go away. Open this up. What do you have to say? Quite easy to cut oneself on the jagged leaves, as I have just found out. Lauderdale, Caldery. Not that, because this is the one that grows through a corpse. Umbersol. Many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Okay. Umbersol. Elder, am I right? Mail time. Ooh, we're gonna go traveling. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want, a sort of test. They've never allowed me in to look through their stacks. Simone. Okay, Calder Abbey, which was over here. A small window opens from within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims only a friend may enter. Contract of friendship, Fox button. Sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of the sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. The hatch snaps shut and the oak door swings inward slowly without a sound. I am ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic until one night they went too far and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Okay, which means, starting at Long Meg, south 3, east 2. I need to water plants. Cool, that's enough. Stone circle. South 2? Crap, where'd it go? This one. South 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. New plant acquired. And you are called Golden Light. I don't know what else you could be called. You are done. You are done. You are done. Hello again, Verona. The Sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat the servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I'd better have a little chat with this new Arda, and I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. Weeping Bell. Plant is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of the rainbow. The soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It is also known as golden light and sometimes fool's hope. Okay. Weeping Bell. You get to come down here. Maybe wild. Okay. There we go. Next. Thomas Green. I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful unwrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care of transporting them. My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from my plants. Okay. Elixir. I need shit that looks like that. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Balot's elixir is potent aid to memory, allowing those to drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Balox and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. We will get back to that. Bethany Coleman. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the Dendru has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Arduina. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, Grisdale Forest is where they are. So this is that river, mountain, other mountain. So here, I believe. It seems Beth has been able to keep her sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering to the goddess Arduina. Ember Soul or Caldery? Caldery. Some say has applications in dark magic, though no substance or specifics to back it up. Offer to ensure a successful hunt. And Ember Soul. Protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Okay, so she is worried that this Dendru is going to come after them. So my offering options are successful hunt or protection. So I feel like if I put the protection one, that's going to protect the sisterhood. And I feel if I put the successful hunt one,
even though that is technically the offering to their deity, I feel like that's gonna backfire because it's going to ensure that they get killed. So should I do the hunt or should I do the protection? Protection? Okay, so that is the Ember Soul. See, here we go. Okay, Ember Soul it is. Eluvum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering by some, but is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Evulum has many short, pretty leaves. I don't have anything that looks like that right now. Also, you are done. Next. Natalie Cooper. I'm being harassed by loonies shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or other nonsense, and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some larkshine to drive them away if they come around again. Wasn't that the really, like... Larkshine. Yeah, that is spiky. Releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. You are vicious, woman. Lyle of Neptune, also called Truthsayer. This plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. Okay, I don't think I have anything like that right now. End day. Alright. I'll go ahead and pull this card, but then I think from there we're going to call it, because it's been 3.5 hours now, just about. And we will finish this. Oh, this one has holes in it. We'll finish this on another time. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets, or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew what she wanted, and she would do anything to get it. Day 11, Monday. Alright. Well, we are going to call it here, because it is getting late and I do have to work in the morning. So, let's see who we have that we can go visit. Good night. If you want to hang around for the raid, you can get extra channel points from that. And then, of course, if anybody wants to join my Discord, you are welcome to come and join it. And then also, if you want to see anything that I've been playing and maybe you've missed a section of it, you can always go and check out my YouTube, where I do put all of my VODs up so you can catch up on what we've left off on. And let's see here, who is playing what? Not a lot going on. Alright, so let's go say hi to Hanny. I haven't seen Hanny in a while. Hanny thing is playing Diablo 4. So make sure to tell her hello. again, and maybe you'll find a new streamer that you like. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for exploring this game with me, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much, and bye!